Isla Nublar, once now peaceful, was now attacked a guy. But this time, Goja Center updated the Indominus-rex and was now renamed the Indominus-rex to .0.it was now killing every single species in the island and causing a global health crisis. Goji guy, the one that started the Great Hybrid War, created a hybrid that can stop the chaos. But it failed. Instead, the jaws and arms shattered and the Primatus Rex failed to walk, etc. But me, I am never gonna let the chaos slide. Instead, I am gonna create a hybrid that will whoop the Indominus Rex 2.0's hind so hard that the Indominus Rex 2.0 will surrender. So let's get to it. Let's start with the base. So what is the base, you asked? Well, I saw this creature 2 years ago, and I am not joking. This creature has robust skin, which I think it was bulletproof. It has a large nasal horn and 2 small brow horns. And it came from the show Jenny Tartakovsky's Primal. You guessed it, the alpha horned Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now I want to say that no one used this gene, because the thought that, if they do, then their hybrid will be put in the hall of shame. Well, I choose this gene for its skin, horns, and the bite. Speaking of horns, I will make it stronger to withstand a ram attack, but we will get to that later on. But let's not waste any time and get to the real part of the video. Next up, the head. Tyrannosaurus Rex. T-Rex has powerful eyes and jaws. Also it has both, that is, for room for the armor, and can turn fast thanks to the ilia. Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus has pressure sensors. It helps it detect movement. Giganotaurus 1. It has a chin in order to conserve the jaws from getting smashed. Komodo drago. They have a venomous bite. When the Indominus Rex 2.0 stands on dirty water when bitten, she will die. Northern short-tailed shrew. It has iron-coated teeth, and I am adding this gene because why not? It's cool.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Hero shrew. It has a thick skull and a sturdy spine, which is why it was nicknamed the armored shrew. Inland taipa. It broke the record of the most venomous snake in the world, Hawk. It was smart. Remember that video that when the crow breaks the hawk's egg, and when the hawk returns, she knows who did it. Purosaurus. It has a thick skull. Now for the second to last gene for the bite will be Megalodo. It has a bite that is to snap the neck of its prey. Also it is a shark, and it has something like pressure sensors, but instead it helps it detect animals. Dunkleosteus. I mean, why did nature give this fish plate-like teeth that came from a horror movie? I mean, it was used for hunting, but why WTF? Saltwater crocodile. The last gene for the bite force. It can bite at around 3,700 to 5,000 lbs per square inch. Piranha. Here's the reason why I use this gene.
Well, look closely at one of these piranhas' teeth. Do you notice that small nub on the left side? This nub fits neatly inside the tooth next to it. Every piranha tooth is linked to the tooth next to it. Compare this to the jaw on this monkey. On this jaw, each tooth is completely separate. Now, because piranha teeth are linked together, their individual sharp edges are connected, forming one continuous blade that can slice through things like a knife. And that's why a piranha's bite is so deadly.
Skull crawler. They can retract their tongue to pull objects to themselves. Moray eel. It has 2 sets of jaws, which the second jaw drags its meal to its esophagus. Pit viper. They can see things like heat sensors. Now last but not least, cats. They have barbs on their tongue, called papillae. If they lick you, then it feels like sandpaper.
Fun fact, they also have one of the most sharpest claws in all of the animal kingdom, or what I've imagined. Their claws can literally stick into human skin. You don't want that to stick into your skin, because that would absolutely hurt really bad. So I'd advise you do not want those to be on your skin. That would have been excruciating painful.
That's all for the head. Now for the arms. Megatherium. It has thick bones on the arms, as well as claws that can slap an enemy in the face. Chimpanzee. It has thumbs and fingers that are used as a manipulation with objects within the environment. Gorillas for their thick arms, but I will use Ivan for his intelligence. Gorillas also can knuckle walk. This was in order not ruin the claws of Saurophaganax. They have claws that are to shred flesh of its prey. Tigers for its sharp claws. Combining the sharp claws with Saurophaganax and tiger claws, and our hybrid is now deadly claws. Barilla pelta. They have thick osteoderms, which conserves the animal from a predator attack. Sacania. The last gene for the arms. The arms are covered by a cluster of plates. Giganotaurus 2. It has osteoderms that is to modify the alpha horn Tyrannosaurus rex. Crested porcupine. It has quills to conserve themselves from predators. With that, the Indominus-rex 2.0 will learn a painful lesson. Hungarosaurus. The last gene for the osteoderm. The spikes on the osteoderms is a reference of Kentrosaurus. I like to say this. I want to duplicate the Barilla pelta armor and put it on the underbody, except the jaws. With that being said, let's get to the legs. Deinonychus. The feet of Deinonychus are used as shock absorbers for coping stress while running. Ornithomimous. Its speed can reach at around 27 miles per hour. Cheetahs for their speed that was around 60 miles per hour. I also forgot to mention that Spinosaurus is also semi-aquatic and can walk upright without toppling over. Now let's get to the body. Argentavis. They are giant vultures. All vultures can break down any bacteria in their stomachs. Alamosaurus. Combining the genes of Alamosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex, and my hybrid can roar louder, thanks to the ear sacs of Alamosaurus. Scaly-footed gastropod. They can survive underwater pressure and getting hot in their bodies.
They have the most thickest bones ever.
Poison dart frog. They can secrete poison in their bodies, which make them untouchable.
The second before new genes appeared. Poison dart frog. I now know that this dude is a frog, and frogs have webbed feet. This was perfect for swimming.
Gojirasaurus. They have harsh radiation inside their bodies. Also, the armor and the inside can glow in the dark green, which was my favorite color.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Gassed for their projectiles that can explode in impact.
Stop the cap.
Dilophosaurus Jurassic Park. They spit venom out like a living poisonous gun, combining those with Gojirasaurus radiation, gas projectiles, and Dilophosaurus venom. And my hybrid has the ability to shoot concussive blasts of Godzilla Plasma Blast. It can kill an organism in one hit. African dwarf crocodile. It has a robust tail for paddling. Asian giant hornet. It has the world's most deadliest sting ever. Stink bugs for their painful stink. Stegoros. They have a tail similar to those of a battle axe. Sauropelta. They have armor on the tail. Kentrosaurus. It has spikes on the tail. Oh, and also, crocodiles have immune systems, so that my hybrid can withstand venomous bites. Oh well, let's get to the last part of my hybrid, its superpowers. Jurassic 3 Raptor. If they are overwhelmed, they will call for help. Ravens are smart. They can remember things, etc. Whiptail lizard. They can reproduce themselves into clones without a mate. However, there will be still males and females. Axolotl. They can regenerate any lost body part. Vampire bat. If my hybrid needs to know where the enemy was, it needs echolocation. Vampire bats can do the job, combining the powerful roar and the echolocation vampire bat, and my hybrid is now a living radar. Now last but not least, cuttlefish. It can camouflage within the environment.
The final results. Loading. Progress. 25%. Progress. 50%. Progress. 75%. Progress. 100%. Loading completed. Creature now ready.
A fitting name for this creature is known as the Alpha Horned Tyrannosaurus Rex II. Oh, this hybrid is large, at around 31.5 feet tall, 69.6 feet long, and weigh around 18 tons. Despite its massive size, it can run at around 82 miles per hour. Bite force combined with Tyrannosaurus Rex, Megalodon, and saltwater crocodile results in a bite force of around 108,278 newtons, capable of crushing armored vehicles, buildings, and rocky structures. The robust osteoderms in the above and under bodies and the robust skin can serve the creature from attacks from the enemy, as well as its robust horns will penetrate and break bones. Intelligence. These traits of Ivan will make our hybrid preform talents, including when fighting against the enemy. Tail. The spikes of Kentrosaurus and the battle arrow of Stegoros can scratch and break bones of the enemy, as well as the sting of Asian giant hornet can kill the Indominus-rex to point zero, and the stink of stink bug can cause chemical burns on the skin of the enemy. Reproduction. Because of whiptail lizard, our hybrid can form minions, and can make sure the population of those creatures rise. They will form an army to kill all hybrids.
Now to wrap up this video, I I have this quick message. So, I really think my hybrid will be going to the Hall of Shame due to the powers and the unbelievable genomes I give it. Like the fictional genomes that would possibly not be in the hybrid war. Also, I really think I should have a talk, I should have a talk with Goji Center about my hybrid and just decide if it could go to the honorable mentions or Hall of Shame. But I think it's going to the Hall of Shame because again, with the fictional genomes I give it. Well, with its responses to when Goji Center responds to one of the hybrids that have some fictional genomes or have human DNA in them, possibly because of the intelligence or something. Well, when Goji Center just makes a response with one of people's Hall of Shame creations, Goji Center just talks rude about those. He just talks rude about their creations, and which is really pretty rude. And this counts as bullying. Bullying is what makes you a bad person. Have some of you know a response that is a kind response, because making a very bullying response, like you said bad about the genome, a human genome they give for their hybrid, a Homo sapiens like us, like me, you. That was rude. Very, very rude. You should talk nice. You should just talk nice. Just give it a nice comment about people's terrible creations or something like that. That might put up a terrible fight or literally a good fight. Just like my hybrid, with my fictional genomes. With someone having, for example, having xenomorph's DNA, you weren't thinking, oh, I'm going to put it in Hall of Shame. Well, if they really did give xenomorph DNA, they thought that would have reinforced them with some stuff like dangerously sharp claws and acidic blood or something like that, which might fix the problem. Or this dude just likely just made a Dinocrus, carnivore's dinosaur hunter hybrid. This dude just thinks of using Gojirasaurus as his base, and you haven't said a word, I meant. But I decided to add Gojirasaurus DNA, because you did say something about that hybrid, that, Gojirasaurus 2.0, that hybrid, the upgrade of Gojirasaurus. So, just reminding you, don't talk shit about people's terrible creations. Well, when I say terrible, I mean when they are going to lose a fight against the Indom 2.0, nor they're going to put a good fight. But still just talk about the hybrids in a kind way. Just say, oh, this hybrid, might not just, this genome, just talk smart and just use kindness as this one. Oh, this hybrid has a genome that has one ability that kinda is, I don't know, but like, oh, this one might just mess up the entire thing, like how it's really just won't make them stable, like won't give it a higher center of gravity. But just don't talk about them. Just don't talk about them in a bad way, like and just don't put up some of the sounds like that. Like, what is that sound? And just don't be like, bro just added xenomorph DNA, or, oh, bro added Godzilla DNA to his hybrid. Well, if they just use fictional genomes, they might make their hybrids even more powerful, given them connecting universes to another one. Like, if they just truly put a clicker as a cheetah, that would my mind would have exploded. Like, what? There's no way you are going to literally give it a mindset, like a AI robotic mindset. Anyway, Cody Center, just talk nice about the people's creation and just don't talk shit about them. Like, oh, bro just added xenomorph DNA. But anyway, Cody Center, I hope we can have a good time in the talk, but whenever we call, I might not be here in for the call because I might be using another phone. My mom won't literally just give me this phone. Well, make sure if you leave a voicemail from the phone, my mother will just review it. My name is Alexander Jerome, just signing out. Good luck, everyone. Make your own very own hybrids. Just make sure Goji doesn't talk bad about your creation.